Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my most exciting video yet. Today we are going to be decorating the house for autumn. As you can see, I'm absolutely surrounded by all of my autumn decor. Stephen got it down for me and I am just so excited to tuck in and see what's in there. We'll start by digging into the boxes a little bit, showing you a few things that I've got. It's going to feel like Christmas because I'm going to forget all of the things that I have previously bought. And then once I've looked through a little bit, I thought I'm going to lay it all out on the table because that's the best way that you can see everything all together and decide where you want to put each thing. And then we'll kind of go around my house and decorate each area for autumn. So get yourself a cosy drink, get in a nice cosy knit or under a cosy blanket, and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm going to start with this top box here. Let's have a little look and remind myself what sort of things that I've got. Oh, I loved this purchase last year. This is a pumpkin from Home Sense. How cute is that? It's fuzzy and has a gold stalk on it. Isn't that adorable? I think there's going to be a lot of pumpkins in these boxes. Something wrapped up. What's this one? It's so funny because it's only been a year. It'll be less than a year since I put all of this away, and you just forget, don't you, what you've got. Oh, I forgot about that. I bought this last year as well. This is a little light up. You can't really see because it's daytime, but a little light up pumpkin from B&M. That's ceramic. Oh, this is the mug that I was talking about in my autumn haul, because I bought a new mug that matches that one. That one's from Matalan. I've also got my autumn roof door hanger that is from the range. This is a little bud vase. This is from Home Bargains. I've got lots and lots of leaves, more leaves, more leaves. Oh yes, my leaf plate. I think it's like a tea bag holder or a spoon rest. The bits that are wrapped up are my favourite because it means that they're delicate. Oh, little pumpkin candle. Oh, delightful. Hurricane jar from B&M. These little hanging pumpkins, these were actually from Tesco. I was really quite impressed with these. And then I've got in here my cauldron, because last year I followed the trend of creating my own bubbling cauldron. I'm more of an autumn girly than a Halloween girly, so this is about as Halloween as it gets for me, and that was just because I wanted to have a go at making it. But typically all of the things that I have are very autumnal. But anyway, I'm not going to sit here and go through all of my boxes with you right now. I'm going to do exactly what I said and put them all out on my dining table, and I will lay it out nicely and show you around, show you everything that I've got and where it's from. Underestimated how much I actually had, but how autumnal is this? It actually makes me so happy. Nearly as good as Christmas. So I've kind of tried to put everything in sections so that it's quite easy to explain where things are from, but obviously when you're emptying multiple boxes it's hard to judge how much space you need for each shop. But I will do my best, and then when I come to decorate the house, obviously I'm not going to use all of this to decorate this year, but I will explain about the bits from as I'm decorating each area. So starting over here, these two pumpkins from B&M, the chopping board is Tesco, that candle is Tesco, the plate's Tesco, this hurricane jar is B&M, the candle there is B&M, this pumpkin is B&M, the acorn and mushroom boards are B&M, this blanket is George Home, This bowl is Hobbycraft, 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 Hobbycraft. This is George Home. This is Home Bargains. All of this foliage is The Range. Again, more foliage is The Range. This candle is The Range. This pumpkin's The Range. These tea towels are Tesco. This pumpkin bowl that you can't really see is Next. This is Next. This is Tesco. This is Sage and Bay Interiors. These are Giftful Handmade. This is Autumny Home. This is probably one of my favourite pieces, the little bunny pumpkin. These Acorns Daisy Days Homeware. These two mugs are from Matalan. This vase is Next. This basket is Home Bargains, and then I've got some pumpkin placemats in there that are Home Bargains, and the ones from last year that are Matalan. The haunted highway sign is Home Bargains. Home Bargains, this is Home Bargains, and so are these mugs. And this glass pumpkin I filled with pine cones that I got from The Range. This is The Range. The 3 pumpkin tray is Primark. Dip bowls are Primark. This is Primark. Primark. This blanket is HomeSense. The coasters are HomeSense. This pumpkin is HomeSense. These candles are HomeSense. And this one. These mini salt and pepper shakers are also HomeSense. And this mug. These I cannot remember where they were from. I believe I got the cauldron from Amazon, and these as well actually, and then I just had some jute string at home, probably from Hobbycraft. HomeSense. The wreath is HomeSense. The wreath hanger is The Range. These mugs are Pretty Little Home. The foliage again is The Range. This foliage here is Shein. This pumpkin is HomeSense. These candles are HomeSense. And this garland is also HomeSense. So that's a quick run through of where all of my autumn bits are from, and now let's decorate the house. There's only really one place to start, and that would be with styling a shelf. I go on enough about the fact that everything would look nice on a shelf, so let's actually put it to work and show you how I style my peg shelf in my kitchen. So this is how I typically have my shelf. This shelf was actually from B&M, and I painted it white, and then I added a backing on it using MDF and some shaker pegs from Etsy. So a bit of a DIY job, and I have decorated it in my usual way, which is a Neptune bag, a HomeSense hanging heart, a little hoop made from an Instagram brand. This is a Rain and Humble apron from HomeSense, a little basket from Shein, the vases from Next, the bunnies from Next, the storage jar is from The Range, there's a Le Creuset pestle mortar. I've got a frame here from The Range which I've filled with a cutout of the back of this Neptune book. That's a Neptune sugar pot, and this is a Waitrose scallop bowl. So for autumn, I'm thinking swapping out my bunny for a pumpkin. I've got a lot of pumpkins here to choose from, so let's have a little look. Maybe let's go for the Hobbycraft pumpkin. So let's swap the bunny out for that. Oh yeah, that's cute. I hope you all agree. That's the first little bit of styling for autumn. So my next thing, I'm thinking I could put something in this gap here, maybe another pumpkin. It would need to be a small one. I do have these ones. These are my salt and pepper shakers from HomeSense, but I don't actually fill them up. I just use them as little decor pumpkins. So maybe one of those. Should we go for the small one or the tall one? Let's go for tall, because that one's all squished on that side. So we'll have a bit of contrast. Yeah, that's really sweet. I think I like that. I don't want to put too much on top of the shelf. Maybe we'll try some branches in the bag. I've got these little branches from The Range. Let's have a go at using that. Okay, that could be cute. I have got one other branch of the same, so maybe I'll try and fill it out with it. Thinking just put it behind, bulk it out. Maybe like that. Does that look nice? And then I've got this lovely tea towel from Tesco, which I thought, it has a little loop here, so maybe it could be hung here and then put behind the bag. Is there too much going on? That might look a bit busy now, mightn't it? Or would it look nice hanging out of the bag? Let's try that. I quite like that. Maybe one of my ceramic hanging pumpkins would look really nice to hang on the shelf. What about replacing the heart with the pumpkin? I feel like it looks silly when it's hanging with nothing really behind it. Maybe we'll do the heart and then put the pumpkin in front. I don't know if I'm just getting too excited and thinking this looks nice when it doesn't. What do we think? Have I ruined it? Is it the branches ruining it? Because we've got green and orange and pink. Or are we allowed 3 colours and I'm just so used to looking at neutrals? Let's try that on the last 3 peg. I quite like that, but what does it look like from afar? I'm still feeling like it's looking a bit busy. Do you think it's these branches? I might take them away. I think I'm liking it more without all of that orange. Let's swap the tea towel to the other side of the bag. Put the pumpkin on this arm of the bag by looping that round. That might be a better idea. Like that. I think I quite like that. I think that's how I want to have it. Spinning you round to the other side of my kitchen, I've got these 2 mini shelves here. These are from Etsy. I didn't have shelves here last year, so I'm quite excited to add a little autumn touch to them. Just to talk you around my kitchen a little bit, I've got my rabbit art here from HomeSense. I've got a new curtain here. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this wasn't here before. This is a new up this week. The curtain is from Dunelm and the curtain pole is also from Dunelm. This is a H&M chopping board hung on the wall, and then on top of my Etsy shelves I've got a H&M vase, a Daisy Days homeware, rosemary tree, little oil jug from Primark. I've got a B&M round tray there, hidden a little wooden Nando's shaker, and then these salt and pepper shakers are from H&M. So obviously, as these are only mini shelves, I'm thinking there's not going to be a lot that's going to be able to fit on them. So maybe we'll put on the top shelf. That could be cute. And then on the bottom shelf, if we move those out the way, I could probably fit this little light up pumpkin. Right, I'm going to tuck myself down here. I'm going to start on the kitchen sides now. I'm not going to clutter them up too much, but I'm definitely going to make sure I include some candles because I can't believe we've got this far in the video without lighting a candle. So, first of all, I've got this lovely little tabletop wooden ladder. This is from Temu and I haven't had the chance to use it yet, so I thought it would be perfect to use in the kitchen with my autumn styling. I thought a good spot for it would be over here, and then I've got this lovely tea towel from Tesco that I thought would look nice draped over it, sort of like my big ladder in my bedroom with a throw on it. Yeah, I think that looks perfect, exactly as I imagined. The next spot I'm thinking of decorating is over here. I have lots of nice wooden boards and bowls, and this one I thought could be put nicely behind my jars of pasta, noodles and rice. Yeah, I like the look of that. You can't see it very well on camera. I'll move this out the way because we don't want a summery bouquet anyway. Let's go for this area here. We want to put something. Usually I put this pumpkin casserole dish on the hob because I think that's the best thing that suits that space. And then over here I'm going to remove my daisy board and replace it for either my acorn or my mushroom board. Mushroom or acorn. I'm going to go with the mushroom. Next to the kettle it would make sense to have a maple leaf there. So just as a quick whiz around, this is from Next, this is from Next, that's from Tesco and that's from B&M. The only right place to go next is the mug cupboard. So what I'm going to do is clear out all of the mugs on the bottom shelf and then replace them, or the ones that are certainly not for autumn, with my very autumnal ones. If autumn could be a cupboard, it would be my mug cupboard right now. I've got my favourite Le Creuset mugs, my double-walled latte mugs, the Hello Autumn mugs from Home Bargains, my pumpkin mugs from Pretty Little Home, the Hello Pumpkin mug behind there from Home Sense, and then my mushroom and pumpkin mug at the back from Matalan. On this part of the worktop, I have some chopping boards behind my toaster, so I thought I'll take those ones out because they've got flowers on, so they could be seen as quite summery, and I'm going to replace them for this pumpkin chopping board from Tesco. And then I like to use my Farmhouse Cookies candle from Home Sense in here because it has a recipe on it and I think it suits the kitchen perfectly. I'll probably pop that just on the worktop there. And over here on my windowsill where I have my biscuit tin, this face vase and this mini Primark vase, I think I might take these away and replace them for this pumpkin jug from George Home. I've decided to swap this vase in instead of this jug that I originally had there. I've also included these little velvet pumpkin picks from the range to fill out the arrangement a bit more, and I'm really happy with how that's looking now. On this side of the windowsill, I completely forgot when I did my haul that I had this Le Creuset pot that my friend bought for me. So I thought that that could go here to replace this summer candle, like that. And I've got this soap dispenser from Home Bargains. So I'm going to fill that up and put it beside the tap. In my entrance hall, I have this small shelf. So I think I'm going to autumnify this with a little garland from the range. So I'm just going to weave the garland in and out of my picture frames and my bud vase, because I don't think we need too much more here. Below my shelf in the entrance hall, I usually just have this little lantern here from Primark, but I'm thinking of moving that to the other side and putting something autumnal in this corner. I'm going to go with this basket from Home Bargains that says Hello Autumn, and I think I'm going to put this blanket from George Home in it. So this is how that looks. Are we liking it? I'm in the living room now, and I'm going to start with this big pot. I think it would be nice to have some foliage in the living room, so I think I'm going to go for this nice light coloured leaf. These are from the range and I have 3 of them. They're quite full, so I think that they'll do what I want them to. Just playing around with the branches slightly so that they're not flat. I'm thinking it might also look good if I put this pumpkin from Home Sense beside that vase, like that. I'm going to turn you around and style the windowsill and this sideboard in my living room. I feel like my best place to start is this blanket basket because I've got this lovely throw and I thought I could swap this throw out for this one. I'll keep this cushion in here and I'll add maybe a plush pumpkin. The blanket is from HomeSense and the pumpkin is from B&M. So I'm just going to take that cushion out, take out this blanket and swap it over. I kind of like to make my blankets look like they've been thrown in, but actually you've probably put in more effort, because then they hang out of the basket really nicely. And then I'll pop my cushion back in there and add in this pumpkin. Oh, that looks so autumnal and cozy, love it. So on the windowsill over here I have my Tilly and Sage Interiors wooden houses. I'm going to swap these out, likely for some pumpkins. The options that I was thinking for this were potentially just this white ceramic pumpkin from Primark. I think that might be a bit too big hanging over the ledge because I've only got a small windowsill here. Or maybe I could use this pumpkin. That one looks quite nice there. I think that's a strong contender. Or I do have this little bunny pumpkin from Autumn Me Home, which could look like that. I also really like that, but I feel like the bunny pumpkin could probably take a bit more of a central spot. So let's swap this back. I think I'm gonna go for the B&M pumpkin here. So the things that I know I'd like to include on my sideboard are a candle. So I've got these options. I've got salted pumpkin and caramel at the back there. This is from HomeSense. I've got my pumpkin season candle from the range, a white pumpkin candle also from HomeSense, and this pumpkin shaped candle from B&M in the scent Autumn Leaves. I'd also like to use a plush pumpkin, so I've picked up this greyish one, a burnt orange one, this boucle one, and this little linen bunny one. And then to ensure that I'm using a range of textures, I'd like to use one of my wooden pieces from Hobbycraft. So I've got this pumpkin that is flat, and I've also got this pumpkin bowl. I'm also going to swap out my tuberose and cashmere oil from the White Company for the Autumn White Company oil, because that's only right. Time to style. Now for the coffee table. So at the moment I have a Mrs. Hinch candle. I've got a B&M vase filled with Home Bargains dried flowers. I've got these button coasters from Heartmade Interiors. I've got a New York City book and a Neptune book. This Matalan hurricane jar with an H&M candle. For this area, I'm definitely going to swap out this candle for a more autumnal candle. I'm going to swap my coasters for my pumpkin coasters, and I'm going to swap my hurricane jar for my autumnal one. And then as for my candle over here, the same options as earlier that I didn't use, so maybe that one would look nice. And then as for the coasters, these are my pumpkin coasters from HomeSense. This is my TV unit display shelf. I haven't actually styled this properly since I got it done. Didn't have this here last year. I want to keep it quite simple. Obviously at the moment I've only got this one face vase from George Home in there, but I'm going to take that away. And I'm thinking a best fit for this may be my Hobbycraft pumpkin bowl. Typically on this shelf I do have my photo frames, so I could put those back at either side. I do have a really big garland from HomeSense, which I was actually hoping to clip above this. I've put the garland in the gap where my speaker is actually going to eventually go, but I'm not going to have it during autumn time, so I think that this can take the place of it this year. and then next year I'll probably get some hooks to put in between these panels to hook the garland on. I'm really liking this. It's exactly what I envisioned when I thought about decorating for autumn or for Christmas once I had my media unit, so I'm really happy with it. We're in the bedroom now, and I thought I would start with this unit. It's quite simple on the top, so I'm probably going to take away the diffuser and swap in some fabric pumpkins. And then I'm going to bring you down here. For styling the shelves, I'm thinking, because we're very coastal up here, I'm going to take away this shell candle and this other shell candle and replace it for this pumpkin season candle from the range and this little ceramic light up pumpkin from B&M. And then I'll probably leave this candle and that little tea light holder there and just replace this shell vase in the bottom left for this pumpkin jug. That's looking perfect. The only other bit of decor in the bedroom that I'd like to add is this pumpkin candle. I think it would look really nice beside my bed, so I'm going to take away this mini bud vase and swap in the candle. The colours match perfectly with my bedroom. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to do the bedding. So I was kindly sent some bedding as a gift from the range, and it is green and burnt orange with pumpkins and other autumnal bits on there. So I'm going to have a bit of a bedding refresh and then come back to you afterwards. I don't think I will add anything else to the bed because there's a lot going on that bedding, which is very different to what I'm used to with the white bedding. Last year I did put a garland over the top of the headboard there, but I don't think I'll be doing that this year. Now that the whole house is decorated, my dining table is finally clear, so I'm going to create a nice autumnal arrangement in this wooden vase from the range. To do that, I'm going to use this foliage from the range. I'm going to stack these pumpkin placemats underneath the vase because these are going to be what we use each night for dinner. As I said in the section of the video where I had all of the items on the table, I've got these ones from Home Bargains that were $1.99 each, and then these ones from Matalan last year that were a lot more. So when you compare the two of these, they're very similar. So if you're looking for a pumpkin placemat or just a placemat for autumn and you like the look of these ones, I would recommend going to Home Bargains for these. I was about to end this video and I remembered that there were some items that I hadn't put out around my home. The first one is actually something that I created myself this week. This is the ceramic pumpkin that I showed in my autumn home haul, and this is the craft that I was talking about when I said I wanted to do something to it. These are dried flowers that I ordered from Amazon and I've stuck them to the pumpkin with Mod Podge. So I think I'm going to put this in my kitchen next to the multicoloured pumpkin vase. I've also got this lovely pumpkin hand towel from Next that says "Hey there pumpkin." I completely forgot about this because it was stored under my bed with this lovely cushion from HomeSense. I'm absolutely obsessed with this and it's definitely going to be going on my sofa. And then how could I have forgotten this hidden box of two of my newest autumnal items? This pumpkin truck is like something from my dreams. It's something I didn't know I needed until I saw it, and I'm utterly obsessed. And then this lovely little cottage pumpkin has light up windows and it is literally just the sweetest thing ever. These are both from Ivy Grey Interiors, and if you don't follow them on Instagram, you need to because they have the nicest home pieces. And that is the end of my decorating for autumn video. I hope you all enjoyed and you liked the way that I decorated my house. I really enjoyed doing this video and I'd like to do another one at Christmas time. So if you enjoyed this too, please give me a thumbs up and I will see you next time. Bye!